Welcome to FreightWaves weather for your Friday. Hope you've had a great week so far. We've had lots of severe storms here and there across the country this week, and that'll be the story again for today. They're not going to be severe everywhere, but we'll have scattered storms from the Rockies all the way out to parts of the East Coast and across parts of the Gulf Coast as too. And in any particular spot, they could be dropping heavy rain at certain points, and there'll be some gusty winds. But the two parts of the country, the two regions where we could see particularly intense or severe storms today will be across parts of the Rockies, at least near the Front Range, from around Denver and parts of northwestern Oklahoma, all the way up into the Dakotas, into parts of Wyoming too, along the I-25 corridor, and also portions of I-70 and I-80. That's where we could see just some particularly severe storms where the winds might gust up to 60 miles an hour or greater. We could see some really large hail, maybe golf ball size in some spots. And there will be some problems with flash flooding. We've already seen that in parts of the Midwest and the Plains this morning. And that's what we're going to talk about in just a minute. But first, the other area where we're going to see some severe storms today, out near the mid-Atlantic coast. So from Raleigh, Richmond, over to Norfolk, and also the Outer Banks, the Delmarva Peninsula, I-85 and I-95 corridors. That's the other kind of pocket of likely severe storms that we'll see today. Now we're going to talk about here in the middle of the country, right around northwestern Arkansas into Oklahoma, parts of southern Missouri as well. Storms have already caused flash flooding today, and there'll be, again, a particular threat for this part of the country today for some more flash flooding. Flash flood watches are up till at least the early afternoon hours, but they could be extended until later times. But as I mentioned earlier, storms in other parts of the country, even if they're not severe, could cause flooding, which may lead to delays for drivers out there, especially on secondary roads and possibly some interstate ramps where they may have to close some of those areas off. Last thing we're going to talk about, Tropical Storm Ivo is still spinning out over the Pacific. It's about 450 miles southwest of the tip of Baja California right here. Here's the storm out in the Pacific. Again, not a threat to any assets on land, not really a threat to any people on land. Winds right now at about 60 miles an hour. It's gotten weaker overnight, so it's likely not going to turn into a hurricane. It'll probably get weaker over the next 24 to 48 hours as we head into the weekend. But for folks waiting for any ocean cargo to the West Coast from over in Asia or that's coming through the Panama Canal, there could be just minor or short-term delays rather from that ocean cargo because the vessels will have to steer around Ivo just to be on the safe side. That's a look at what you need to know for your Friday weather. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great day, a wonderful weekend, and be careful out there.